Yung service, Ma'am Cathy.
Yeah. Without further ado, no, we would like to say hello, good morning to Cathy Binag. And maybe Cathy, I'd like to greet our viewers muna.
Magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang gabi kung saan man po kayo nanonood. I'm just here for the country, for the love of our country.
Yes, yes.
And for my kids, for my future apos. And that's it.
Yeah. So, Cathy, maybe we should start the ball rolling, no? First of all, kasi meron kang recent na interview over the weekend with Maharlika na talaga naman nadagundong kaming lahat doon, no? The buong...
Yeah.
But really, I've learned kasi, Cathy, that the truth is very powerful. Very, very powerful. You just say it and bahala na whatever happens, let the chips fall where they may. And for me personally, and for a lot of us Filipinos, no, what you gave us was a huge piece of the puzzle. So that a lot of things suddenly made sense. So may I ask you first, no, that revelation that you told us, no, one revelation after another, very shocking revelations. Can we just first lay the groundwork, no? Kasi we want to make this very clear. Are you doing this for vengeance? Are you mad at Tony Boy? Is there somebody that you want to destroy? Because ang revelation mo is that itong mga si Bongbong Marcos, si Liza Marcos, and their circles were very vengeful against you, diba? They treated you really badly after the breakup with your ex, no? So I would like to clarify if this is what is your intent in doing this.
Parang it's too late for me to do that. Parang sobrang tagal na, nag-move on na kami pareho. What triggered me talaga is like, number one, I'm not from Davao, okay? And I'm not close to Sarah. I'm not close to the Marcoses. You know, I only have my relationship with Tony Boy. And we've been together for 10 years. And to all those people around there who's like trying to say na I'm a mistress, he is separated for 16 years before naging kami. So second to that is like, because I have good friends in Davao and like, I gain like really, really genuine and loyal friends in Davao who really loves me. Whether kahit nahiwalay kami, talagang who stood on my side quietly, and I really appreciate it. Kasi sometimes, you will be scared, especially like if, alam mo yung, ano ka, yung parang you know how powerful my partner is and everything. And I don't want to put my friends in a bad fate, right? Those times, I have fear also. Maybe nga, yun nga, again and again, sinasabi ko, kasi hindi enough yung relationship ko kay God. And to be honest, a while ago, I was just talking to a friend, and I was crying in the car. Sabi ko, I don't know where this, yung lakas ng loob ko nanggagaling. Wala akong katakot-takot. Sabi ko, hindi ko alam, naiiyak ako. Tapos, you know, sometimes you question it. You question it, natatakot ka ba, Cathy? Tapos, motivate ko sa sarili ko, matakot ka, Cathy, matakot ka. Pero wala talaga. And I think it's the Holy Spirit who's doing it for me. And it's funny because a lot of friends, after my interview, called me, especially my best friends. Talagang minura ako na, what is happening? Ganyan. Tapos parang sabi ko, I don't know. It's just happened. Naliramdaman ko lang na, I need to do it. I need to do it not out of vengeance, but for the people, you know, to tell my story.
Wonderful, Cathy. Wonderful. Yeah.
When I actually watched the interview with Maharlika, you know what I felt was more than anger is sadness for my country. No?
Yes.
This is going to be the country that my son will grow up, no? And that people who are in high positions will be imitated by the upcoming generation. Ano yung rason natin sa kanila that had we been good to them? Did we lay the proper foundation for them to grow in a country that is peaceful, no? And law-abiding? So, ang mahirap yan i-request sa ating mga anak kung tayo mismo ang nag-tolerate. Kasi tayo naman ang naglagay sa kanilang position. That's why I'm feeling quite sad na yung people on positions right now, especially with the revelations, parang we are being led by a drug addict president, no? So let's just go straight to the point.
Surrounded by drug addicts.
Yes, by drug cabals, no? And that's very sad sa ating bansa, nakagagaling lang sa intense na drug war. So, but probably just a matter of legal question kasi is meron ka bang ill will or mga away with the President and the First Lady na gusto mo silang siraan kaya ka lumabas ng ganito?
Wala po. Wala po. Like what I said, lahat naman tayo hindi perfect, diba? May mga panahon, even sa akin sa buhay ko na hindi ako perfect. When I was on that circle, you think everything is normal because you were lured, you're friends with them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's true. I understand yung mga kaibigan nila right now will try to protect and like keep it to themselves. They will shut their yung parang di sila magsasalita kasi they think they're being a friend. But you know what? To be honest, like your friend is a leader. And some of the leaders in this country who's leading our country, who surrounded him, is also your friend. And this is a whole country. This is not about like yung grupo nyo lang. This is not about like few families. This is a whole country. How many voters do we have? Like 100+ million. So this like 100+ million people po. Sana po wag tayo maging selfish. Actually, paglabas ko dito, alam ko talaga, they will do anything. Because I've seen it. They did it to me. So parang okay lang. Parang sa akin, sige na. Kung magiging masama na ako, kayo alam nyo pong may mali. Sana po, wag nyong ituwid yung mali. Kasi mali eh, di ba?
So basically, acquaintances kayo,
Yeah.
pero wala kayong personal relationship, especially with the President and the First Lady. You just
Wala
came
po.
to know each other, but not wala kayong pinag-awayan.
Wala po.
So,
Wala po.
we have to clarify that kasi baka sabi nila na this is a personal vendetta, no? That you are trying to go to the public to destroy the image of the President in order to forward a personal agenda. So let us be clear on that. So we are doing this because of her love for our
the
nation.
country. Yes po. At saka, naniniwala rin po ako kasi I remember nung pag nagkikwento sa akin si Tony Boy na, yun nga, yung na-analyze ko before na, hindi kasi masyado, parang may pagkamahiyain si President. So sabi ko, bakit parang hindi siya people person? Tapos parang sabi niya, ganyan yan talaga, hindi siya talaga nahihiya siya. Ayaw niya hindi siya masyadong tumatagal makipag-usap sa mga tao, not unless kaibigan niya. So napansin niyo din yun sa mga interview, parang nagmamadali, umiiwas. So I was thinking, then, I just came back from US and for the longest time, I'm not watching the news and politics and everything. Then, nung nakikita ko yung nangyayari, sabi ko, my God, it's not him. It's not him who's leading the country. It's the people who surrounds him. Which is sad kasi, alam mo yung kapag kasi po, pag may drogang kasama, iba po mag-isip eh. I've seen it eh. Yung side effect, kung ano yung nangyayari, how they treat people, iba po. They feel, ang feeling la, para silang Diyos. Parang untouchable. Yun yung naranasan ko.
Kathy, I think you've touched on that very issue kasi right now what I'm seeing is the deadly mix of elitists and people who imagine themselves as political royalty so that they feel so entitled and that they are above the law.
Yeah.
Diba? And this is what we've seen. And then on top of that, of this deadly mix, as if that weren't bad enough, there is now this cocktail of drugs. No, and these are very highly powerful, highly addictive drugs. Cocaine is a highly powerful and highly addictive that you can get addicted in just one dose. No, and at the very heart of this addiction is a dysfunction in cognitive functions. No, sa pag-iisip, decision making, yung perspective. Impulse control, lahat yan apektado, memory, lahat yan, learning, no? At sa tingin nila, yung perception nila, for instance, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself kasi your revelations kasi, for me, talagang it was like big piece of the puzzle nga, like I said, no? Suddenly so many things, this freak show that we've been seeing for the past 2 years made so much sense. And kami were at the receiving end of it, no? I've personally felt nakasuka that I'd not seen in a very long time, that I only remembered during the Marcos Sr., no? And on top of that, the gross incompetence. I mean, and very buffoonish na, nakakatawa na yung haharap si Bongbong Marcos at sasabihin niya doon sa, it's the biggest drug. He's so smooth, no? He thinks na he's fooling a lot of people, pero halatang halata.
Yeah.
Personality of the highest order na
Yes.
nagsabi sa atin na yung tao na yan, nagko-cocaine yan hanggang dumudugo yung ilong niya. You remember that one?
Yes.
It was suddenly corroborated by your interview the last time. I remember kung malalang kung sinong sabi niya. No?
At saka pala ang drugs, no? Like you said, cocaine, it's a party drug, no? And what have we seen with this couple? They love to party. No, I mean, inordinate. Parang nakakagulat na parang Skandaloso na nga eh. Outrageous when the poverty rates are so high, the hunger rates are so high. And on top of that, no, a drug addict is indifferent. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything. You can be saying to your daughter can be telling you that I got pregnant by whoever and I'm in great trouble, 16.
They have the money, you know, and that's what they do. Then second to that, a lot of people will never understand the feeling of like yung effect ng drug addiction, especially if they're not a victim of it.
Yes.
Like they don't have a family na naging addict, na biktima sila ng situation. I have an experience with my brother. I have an experience with my partner. I've seen everything, my friends. Alam mo, nakakalungkot nga. Ako nga, I always feel sad. Then I had that interview nga, nasabi ko yung one of them, mabait. Mabait talaga kasi siya. But,
who?
Inigo. Sobra.
Okay.
Yeah. So, mabait talaga siya. Pero alam mo yon, parang, you know, sometimes you do things because you're sad. You're unhappy. And I don't know. And I was like, what else do you want in life? Rather than, I guess, they just need to go back to God.
Yeah.
For them to be content and be satisfied with their lives. And, you know, ako, yun yung naramdaman ko. Nawala sa akin lahat. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I think I feel good and I feel refreshed and free because I'm with God now. Sabi, may one time, may tumawag nga sa akin. Kahit hindi ka pa natatakot kasi like, baka Maninoy Aquino ka. You know, stigma, you know, connecting, right? Then I said, you know what? It's an honor if that will happen to me. You know why? Sabi niya, grabe ka naman. Sabi niya, sabi ko, you know why? Because, alam ko po, pag namatay ako, didiretso ako sa langit. Ang mga matatakot lang pong mamatay is yung mga may atraso. Kasi takot silang mapunta sa impyerno. Yun po.
Kathy, meron akong na-formulate kasi sa isip ko no, na parang teorya. Kasi akala ko, nagulat ako talaga sa Marcos presidency. Sobra ako nagulat. We supported him because he promised that he would continue the programs of the former president, which was highly successful, no? And as a result of that, the trust approval ratings of the former president were sky high. So when we supported him because nga we thought, no, now's his chance to redeem the family name, diba?
True.
That he will serve the Filipino people and prove us wrong. Yung pala, what's coming out is that the power was taken out of them and it was so painful to them that they had to go back to Malacanang, they had to go back to that power, and the lesson that they're learning, that they've learned, is that we will never let go of this power ever again, whatever it takes, because as soon as he sat in office, no, his cousin, of course that's him, his cousin and his wife, talagang inaareglo yung term extension agad-agad without serving the Filipino people. No?
That's what he called, yun pag ibabato sa akin kung revengeful, sila yun po. Thinkers are doers. Diba? Parang how you think about other people is how you act. Diba? Parang tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. It's very, yan. Pero, diba? Ganun yun basic, Parang very, very basic po na mathematics yan. So, sa akin lang, parang tama ho yun, yung parang bakit mo biglang uunahin gumawa ng batas na pahabain or halos yung termino ng pag-upo mo rather than focus on what's more important, which is poverty. Ang daming naghihirap sa bansa na dapat yung i-prioritize mo if your intention is to like talaga pong iangat ang pangalan or apelido na nasira for how many years. Sabi ko nga po, sana po ang presidente, alam niya sa heart niya, magkaroon siya ng discernment and alam mo yon ng wisdom na galing sa Panginoon na i-save niya yung pangalan nila, umalis siya or like, tama na po, kasi ginagamit siya eh. Alam niyo po
Question, Kathy. Okay. I'm sad for him.
Yeah.
When I saw the cocaine video, I saw a very broken man.
Yeah.
So my question to you, is there not anybody in this man's life who loves him enough to say, step down, okay? Step down and get some help?
Alam niyo po, I think may magsasabi. Kaso lang mas, again, kapag napapaligiran ka ng, meron silang term yan cordon sanitaire.
Yes.
That's what they call. I always hear it from them. Even when yung kabago-bago ko lang sa relasyon namin ni Tony Boy that time, I heard like, some of the guys will tell, huwag niyo kakausapin yan, walang kwenta yan. Ganun agad.
Elitista talaga.
Yeah, kasi alam niyo, kasi I don't do drugs. Hindi ako alcoholic po. So parang, they don't like that. Tapos hindi ako mag-gimmick, hindi ako mababar eh.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. I'm a mom.
Yeah.
So parang paano ko gagawin yun? Di ba parang di normal naman for a mother.
Cathy, also pala, no, and attorney, no, mga kababayan, around the vast majority of cocaine addicts are also alcoholics.
Yes.
No? And the only difference about alcoholism is that it's legal. Di ba?
Yeah.
It's a legal drug. But it's very toxic.
Yeah.
Lalo na when you put those two together, it's a deadly mix. No? So, what we've been seeing, no, for instance, the first lady, no, tinutungga niya, halatang halata. No? So, I'm so sad for my country. I'm so sad for my country because ganito ba yon? Is this what we deserve? Diba? And we hear all sorts of things, no, na the first lady beats up the president in front of everybody, no? And she screams at him and I'm saying, but he's the president. I mean, have some respect for that office kasi when we were there, ganun kami, no? Ganun talaga kami yung may respeto talaga for the office.
Yeah.
And also, of course, for the man. And nobody could ever lay a finger on the president.
That's true.
So this is parang they're besmirching all this, these institutions, no?
Well, apparently kasi di ba yung cocaine kasi 30 minutes lang daw yung effect niyan, 30
Yes.
minutes eh.
And then load na naman.
And they're doing it kasi they love to drink a lot. Like literally a lot because they love to party hanggang umaga nga eh.
Really?
Yun to the point na yung parang when I was new, I was wondering how can they last this long? Parang ako lang yung natutulog na ako sa table, parang lahat sila gising, naiiyak ako sa pagod.
What
yung
do they
ganon.
do?
They're drinking.
Do they talk to each other?
Yeah, they do. Sobrang, alam mo yung super hype na parang buhay na buhay. Parang
Because cocaine is an upper.
yes,
It's a
so parang,
stimulant.
I don't understand that before.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang hindi ko nagigets. Alam ko yung kuya ko, addict, pero alam ko na ganun. Pero hindi ko kasi, siyempre yung kuya ko yung nagdadrugs, hindi ko naman nakikita na in front of me doing it eh. Ngayon lang eh, yung naging kami, doon ko lang nakita eh. So,
Ano yung nakita mo?
yun nga, that they're taking it, they're doing it. So,
The president. You saw the president do it.
to be honest, like I didn't see, but I saw them like grupo sila. Kasi
Yes.
whenever they're in one, like kasi private yan sila.
Yes.
They just invite like in their house. Then dun nila gagawin yun.
So-
Tapos meron lang public na few people na kahit sa clubs publicly ginagawa nila yun.
So even though you didn't see him, the people who were there did it.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't anybody there except you.
And I can see that they're doing it. It's just that if you ask me na harapan na kami ng presidente, hindi ko nakita yun.
Yes,
But
yes.
I see them from afar. Yun yun.
Yes.
Di po ba? Yun.
Oh.
Kaso nakita mo din.
Nakita mo
din.
pero from
Nakita
afar.
mo din. Pero hindi
Nakapera
harapan
naman
kasi.
ako eh. Kasi I just want to be very specific. You know naman, I know how they work.
Yes.
You know, they can put words into your mouth. They can play everything. I've been with them for 10 years. Like, when I was seeing the Davao, like all this SWAT team and all the people without the template and ano mo yun, yung walang plaka, that's
Yeah.
how they work. Guys,
That's
I'm
their-
telling you,
that's
that's their
their,
style.
yeah.
So I know it for a fact. That's why, di ba, what's that? What's the kulungan in their, in the Florendos? Sila Tony Boy. Di ba may
Tandem.
kulungan? May kulungan doon na,
Oo.
yung parang, di ba, mali mo, di ba, sinabi nga nila, di ba, sabi nila, mali mo, gumagamit sila ng mga preso to do it,
Yeah,
ginagamit
yeah.
lang yung, ang tawag
Yes.
dito, yung gear ng
Yeah.
SWAT. You know,
Yeah.
guys, from sa mahal nating police at saka kapulisan, saka Armed Forces of the Philippines, please do not allow them to do that without a name, without a template, without any walang car plate.
Yeah.
Kasi po, yung pangalan po ng kapulisan at Armed Forces of the Philippines ang nakasalalay dito. Hindi nyo po alam, malay nyo po, nahahaluan na ng iba. Maawa po kayo dun sa mga kasamahan ninyo na nagtapos, nagpagod para makapagtapos dito, para makapagsilbi sa bayan ng tama. Huwag nyo pong hayaang mababo yan. Kasi ako ho, marami akong kaibigan sa inyo ay naniniwala po ako sa inyo. Mahal na mahal ko kayo. Nakatrabaho ko po kayo nung pandemic.
Yes.
I've seen how hard you work for our country. Huwag niyo pong pabayaan na magamit kayo. Please stood up for the people.
Cathy, there's a Senate hearing now about yung brutal na raid, no? Na illegal raid ng police by the KOJC. And we heard si General Marbil, who's the chief of the PNP, that none of what's happening there is politically motivated, which to me is galling. What do you think about that? What do you say about that?
First and foremost, like, I don't know personally Pastor Kibuloy.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, yun na nga yung advantage ko. I'm not close to anybody, no? So, I don't have any motive. I'm not a politician. I'm not a vlogger. I'm not a fame whore. Kasi kung fame whore ako, nung nasa posisyon, yan dyan si Tony Boy, sikat siya, may pera siya. I have all the ways to be famous. I never did that. Diba? So, I'm doing this again for my kids, for my future apos, for my country, for my friends. For me, hindi ako naniniwala it's not politically motivated.
Yeah.
Kasi bakit sa isang lugar nyo lang ginagawa? Bakit sa dinami-dami, may Cebu, may Palawan, bakit Davao? Bakit Mindanao? What are you trying to prove? Diba? Parang, is it your way? For me, kasi alam ko nga the way they move, diba? Way nyo yan na parang your way to takutin yung mga tao.
Intimidate,
Intimidate nyo. Nagawa nyo sa akin yan diba? Intimidate nila na, okay, we can do this to this area. Hindi kami takot sa Duterte or whatever. Kahit pa pastor, wala kaming pakialam. Which is sad.
Yeah.
Which is so sad. Just imagine, okay, alam mo nyo po, kahit na sino na, kung nagagawa nila kay Pastor Kibuloy, yung ginagawa nila now, whoever na pastor dyan, or like, not political leader what do you call this? Religious leader na will go against them, they can do that to you. Like ngayon, Davao lang to. Susunod, baka Cebu na. Susunod, baka Palawan na. You know,
they did it to you.
They did it to me.
A single mom.
Yes, just imagine, I'm a single entity, simpleng babae. Babae po ako, may 5 po akong anak. One time, I even begged, sabi ko, wag mo na lang isipin ako. Okay na, babuyin mo ako, pero maawa ka lang sa anak ko. I was so fearful before. I'm so takot na takot ako dati. Now, I don't have any fear.
I remember yung interview mo kay Maharlika, and that you stated na there are at least 5 times that you saw the president at this high, at nakasama mo siya. When was the last time?
Oh, wow, matagal na Shock. Few years back. Hindi ko ma-remember. And meron nga rin nagke-question sa akin na, anong ebidensya mo? Parang, paano mo papatunayan nakita mo? Sabi ko, may eyes. Sabi ko, my eyes, di ba? Parang, kaya nga witness ka because you saw it. Second to that, parang, if you're on that, again and again, if you're on that group, are you stupid enough to like video them and like, what? Di ba? Will you video them? Will you record them? Because you're part of that group that time. So you think everything is normal, everyone is happy. Parang ako dati, sabi ko, matanda na sila, alam nila ginagawa na nila, which is so sad. Kasi parang, I wish that which ako naman, nagawa ko naman kay Tony Boy. Sabi ko, ayoko niyan, kasi hindi talaga, tsaka matanda ka na. Gusto ko yung mga huling buhay mo, you know, maayos yung buhay mo. Yung parang mag-iwan ka, mag-enjoy ka, healthy ka, kasi hindi naman maglalas You wouldn't know what will happen, di ba?
Sa ano naman, in law, personal testimony actually is regarded highest in court kasi nakita mo, that's your personal perception and that's your personal experience. So no matter na wala kang nakuha ang video, kung nakita mo talaga, that's sufficient to stand in court. So I don't think that that's something that's questionable. So siguro yung mga next na tanong lang is halimbawa nung in-offer ka ni First Lady, how would you know that that is cocaine?
Pinakita niya sa akin
So,
and I've seen it. Kasi nung bago kami ni Tony Boy that time, 3 months kami, I remember. Nagtataka ako, nagsi-CR, nasa bahay niya, sa Davao, nagsi-CR sila. Tapos may kasabay siya palagi. Hindi ko na i-mention, mabait naman sa akin yung guy na yun. But, hi. So, and I'm friends with him.
Baka hindi makatulog.
Baka hindi makatulog. And he's a good guy.
Is he in government?
No, he's not.
Okay.
You know, then, I was, parang sabi ko, ang weird. Bakit sila nag-CR? And it's funny kasi I thought, sandali, parang bakla ba siya?
In the house of someone? In the
no,
private?
in the house of Tony Boy in Davao.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, nainis ako. So I knock, parang sabi ko, hey, anong ginagawa niyo dyan? Labas nga kayo, ba't kayo nandyan? Ganyan ako, di ba? Parang weird for me di ba? So, parang narinig ko, natataranta sila sa loob. Then they open the door. Ganun ako. Tapos in-open nila yung door. Pag-open, you know, so sobrang sigurong taranta and we're new, di ba? He's still trying to prove himself, pa-impress siya, di ba? Nakita ko talaga may mga tawas ba yun? Parang ganun pa nga yung tingin ko that time. Tapos hindi pa kasi ako nakakita talaga nung full na ganun before. Then, nakita ko yun, sabi ko, ano yan? Tapos syempre yung guy, parang, I'm sorry. Parang guilty. Tapos sabi ko, bakit? Anong ginawa niyo? Sabi niya, sorry. And you know, ayun na, talagang nakita ko doon na talagang they're doing it. Tapos galit na, hiwalayan ko nga siya niyan I remember Kasi sabi ko, I don't like that.
Kasi but where did they get their supply?
They have suppliers.
They have suppliers?
They have suppliers and yeah.
Kasi yung baka next na tanong sa'yo is that you
Sino
are
supplier?
not, you are not...
Sino yung supplier?
Hindi. Basta ano natin yan?
Baka next na tanong is, you might not have the sufficient knowledge na yung, for sa'yo is hindi mo naman alam na gano'n yun. So we just have to clarify that you have a previous experience.
Yes.
Na alam mo kung ano yun kasi nakita mo yun.
Ilang beses, oo.
At least ilang beses mo siyang nakita. And there's no doubt in your mind. And you have seen the effect while they're doing it.
And I'm surrounded with them.
Oh, yes.
So,
everybody's doing it.
Yeah. So, Kathy, for ordinary Filipinos, what's really shocking is yung asal nila.
Yeah.
For instance, with the Dutertes, it was President Duterte that gave their father a dignified burial. That was denied them for decades, and they were treated like dirt. They couldn't bury their father, and yet as soon as PRRD sat in office, gave them that dignity. And apart from that, they were treated well. And of course, si Vice President made it possible for Bongbong Marcos to make a comeback sa Malacanang. And so many, their fiercest enemies are the ones who really love them and gave them their biggest support. So, Pastor Quiboloy spent a lot of money and gave them so much support. He was the only, in SMNI was the only one that gave Bongbong Marcos, the candidate, the kind of respect that he wasn't getting from anyone, from mainstream media. So he pumayag siya na mag-attend siya ng debate. And yet parang nakakagulat ang asal nila. Walang mga utang na loob, which is unusual for ordinary Filipinos, na parang shocking. So, what else did you see? Did you see this? Did you see that yung kanyang klaseng asal?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like literally, like even right now, like when I came out, there's a lot of people like messaging me. Like literally old mga colleagues nila, old na mga empleyado nila. Maraming salamat ma'am, nagsalita po kayo.
Yes.
And sabi nila kasi parang wala silang boses. Sabi ko, may boses na kayo ngayon. Sabi ko, may boses kayo ngayon, pwede kayong lumabas, huwag kayong matakot. Kasi isang bayan ng Pilipino ang lalaban. Iilan lang sila. Ang dami natin. Alam niyo po. Tapos yun nga, tama po yung sinasabi niyo na yung mga nag-go against them right now are the people who love them the most. The people who trusted them, the people who supported them.
Maharlika.
Diba? Exactly. So just imagine, dapat yun ang tanong, bakit? Bakit? O sige po, yung ibang nasa politics, yung iba vlogger, ako na lang po. Wala ako sa politics, hindi ako vlogger, wala akong any connection with everyone. I'm just seeing, nakikita ko lang kung ano yung mali, kung ano yung nangyayari. And I'm scared because, again, if they can do it to me, they can do it in Davao, in Mindanao, they can do it to other people, other leaders na sinususpend lang nila, tinatanggalan nila ng power, tinatanggalan nila ng budget, they can do it to the whole Philippines.
So this is what you saw. This is the character of the president.
Exactly.
And that first couple.
That group, the whole team, diba? Parang, well, I wish that some of them are like, are going against it. Kaya nga po siguro may mga nagre-resign na cabinet secretary. It's my opinion because they're not seeing eye to eye. Pero kasi it's like, it's not talagang harassment na yung ginagawa nila diba? Obvious na obvious naman.
Do you think that with you coming out, there will be more people having the same courage to speak out against this administration?
Meron po. Meron po.
So we are expecting other people.
Meron po.
I think that is
Actually, after nung interview ko, I had a meeting. Pero meeting yon parang, I had a meeting na somebody asked me to help for their business. Ganyan, parang, then, sa skincare, kasi parang I'm into that diba? So parang, apparently, hindi sinasadya, hindi nila alam. Kasi sabi ko, I don't tell them na ako yung ka-meeting nila. Kasi I just had an interview. Kasi nobody knows nga. So ayoko lang ma-shock sila. Uy, ito pala yon. So when I was entering, you know, when I was walking, then one of my good friends, siya yung taga Davao yung girl, kausap. Sabi ko, wag mo sabihin ako muna. So when I was entering and walking there, talagang napanganga siya. Ay, ikaw yung sabi ko. Then you know what? That two people, their best friend for this another woman who was abused. Who was, siya, ng couple. Nagamit. Like, have you heard the Turkey incident with that woman? Yes, they were friends with them. Then I was like, tell them to tell her, you need to come out. Girl, you need to come out. You know what? Kasi yung pananakot nila sa'yo na hindi mo makikita yung anak mo, lalo mo hindi makikita. They will use that against you. But right now, all the Filipino people will fight for you. Ilabas mo lang kung ano yung alam mo. Huwag kang matakot.
Kasi ngayon yung nakikita ko is that they might be preparing a case against you or but with the revelation that there will be other people coming out, di mahirapan siyang gumawa ng strategy dyan. Because right now, what they can do against is file ka ng maraming kaso for you to be silent. Actually, they would use the case for you to be silent. So ano kayang gagawin na naman nila pag dumating din yung mga pagkakataon na mas marami nang nagsasalita?
Kasi yung tinatanong ni Attorney Bosantog yun, kasi ganun yung nakita namin yung formula nila. Tatakutin nila kami para tumahimik ka. So, dapat di ka matakot. Dapat lalo ka magsalita. No? Kasi when we asked you to come on board, no, of course there were concerns about, well, but not really. I mean, not really anymore at this point. Will it get us into trouble? Honestly, we don't care. No, we're, like Kathy, we're here for the country. No, very clearly. So, Kathy, my other question. No, the one other thing that really shocks me to my bones talaga is the indifference towards the plight of the poor. Is the poor anywhere in the horizon of this president? Did you see it in the first lady also? Meron bang compassion itong mga ito?
Alam mo, hindi ko nakita. Even with my partner. Ako nga partner na nila di ba? Parang they don't treat me right. Parang, yun ang nakakasad kasi ang daming ginagawang charity, ang daming, alam mo, yung iba nga, Kristiyano rin dyan, katulad ko. Pero parang, if I'm there, I'm not welcome. Alam mo yun, parang sila lang yung welcome. Parang sa harapan lang. Like, what I did, like nung pandemic po, nagbebenta ako ng mga gamit ko, relo ko. Kasi, kapag humingi ako ng tulong, nagagalit. Wag, parang hindi mo kailangan niyang gawin. Ako that time, parang I was thinking, what else can we do? Bukas makalawa, pwede tayong mamatay with this pandemic. And you know what? It's so sad. Kasi, hindi na natauhan yung mga tao. Yun ba, parang ako kasi I'm seeing like the pandemic happen, it's a modern Noah's Ark. Na parang, hey, everybody, you need to wake up. Like whatever you have right now, no matter how famous, how powerful, how rich you are, you cannot use that all right now. Parang, di nyo malabanan to. So right now, eto ngayon yun another one. Di ba? Parang eto yung nangyayari sa atin. It's like, alam mo yung who's the king in the Bible na super feeling niya siya yung pinaka-powerful?
Anything Bible, don't ask me.
Anyway, so
I don't know.
Who?
Nebuchadnezzar?
Yes, diba? And then even si King David na kinampihan ni God, diba? Parang pinut siya, naging king siya, right? So, then he abused his power.
So Kathy, what you're saying now about the poor, kasi you said may mga charity sila, pero sa totoo lang, ang tingin nila sa poor, sa mga mahihirap, pwedeng ginagamit lang.
Exactly. Siyempre for taxes, may foundation ka. Di ba? Parang to save, yung parang ma-exempt ka sa tax.
Kasi nagpa-party sila, di ba? Party ng party. Nagulat kasi ako nung when I look back nga, parang I was so foolish kasi I thought it was going to be like PRRD. So foolish kasi I heard that they were going to have an inaugural ball. No, I heard. So I went to one of them, somebody close to the couple, and I said, maybe you should advise them not to do that because you know the Marcos name and ostentation and plunder, etc. And then they just laughed it off and continued to have 3 inaugural balls. No? And then I found out that, so I was so stupid in thinking that it mattered to them what people thought. No? So, and then the first thing pala that I read, no, si Lisa Marcos did was to build a kitchen, caterer. So Nagulat ako, catering? What for? So I thought, maybe they'll have a soup kitchen there for the poor. Turns out, no, because they were gonna party.
Yep.
No? And party using people's money and in a place that's surrounded by slums.
Yeah.
So yung walang pakialam sa sensitivities ng mga mahihirap, hindi nila alam yon na nasasaktan, na nakikita nila na itong mga katabi ninyo, nagugutom yan, thanks to you, hunger and poverty is at an all-time high, di ba?
Yeah.
And yet they party with fireworks and all of that. So, did you see that indifference?
Opo. Yung
Really?
na lang, yung talagang kaya nag-post ako ng naiirita na ako.
Yeah.
Ilalabas ko na si Voltes 5. Yung nakita ko kasi rin yung, di ba remember lalo na nagbagyo tayo? That's 500 billion pesos. Imagine ilan tayo, 100 million. Kung dinivide nila yung perang yun, di gumaan-gaan yung buhay ng iba na nangangailangan, di ba? Tapos parang, right now, parang hopefully, my friend from Congress, my friend, yung mga nire-respeto kung taas ng tingin ko po sa inyo, sa Congress, tsaka sa Senate, tumayo po kayo para sa bayan kasi niluklok po kayo ng mamamayang Pilipino dyan.
I have a question, no? It's a two-part question. In the time that you were with your ex-partner, have you seen any manifestation that the use of cocaine actually compromises the ability of a person to think or make decisions?
Oh, yes.
And do you see this manifestation with the president?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The way he answers sometimes. Actually, not sometimes, most of the times. Kasi I'm watching now how he answers and the way even the First Lady act.
Yeah. Yes,
and I know you will, ang daming tataas na kilay dyan na Alta na kaibigan nila. Again, I'm just saying that sinasabi ko lang yung totoo. Kung di totoo yung sinasabi ko, di po awayin niyo ako. Di ba? Kung mamatay na ho tayo lahat, mamatay na mga anak natin sino nagsisinungaling sa atin. Okay? So, for me, sinasabi ko lang yung totoo. Kung nagagalit kayo sa katotohanan, nasa sa inyo na po yun. Sa Diyos na po tayo sumagot. Diba?
The reason why I'm asking the question is that being a president, in every given time and opportunity, nasa kamay mo ang buhay ng mga sundalo, ng mga pulis, ng ating bayan. No? When it even comes to economics, kung saan pupunta yung economic operation na nangyayari sa mga Pilipino, is that you must be at your desk at any given time to make this kind of decisions. And if we see that the president is compromised in any way, then he is no longer capable to lead the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Kasi ano na yung moral accountability mo and where you are in your moral pedestal na sabihin na I'm your commander-in-chief. No? When you know for a fact that your decision-making is compromised by the use of cocaine. And that's why I'm asking the question, do you see these manifestations? Kasi we will ask the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police na ano naman yung moral obligation nyo and moral accountability nyo if you know for a fact that you are being led by a drug addict or by a cocaine user, no? So, kung hindi nyo kayang magbigay ng accountability or mag-demand ng accountability, do you expect more, no? Yung kasama natin sa indigenous communities, yung sa mga urban poor, to make those kind of demands, while in fact, kayong nasa power cannot even make that demand. Kasi it takes a lot of courage to do that. So, ang tanong natin is, do you have, sa Armed Forces and sa Philippine National Police, with this kind of evidence that we have at hand, do you have the moral courage to demand accountability from your Commander-in-Chief?
I think they have the right. Because they are here to protect the people.
Yes.
Yes, I understand that you need to protect also our president. But if you're like any other leaders in our country, but if you're seeing something wrong and it's you know for a fact that in the future it will be more damaging and you guys are the frontliners, kayo yung nasa harapan, kayo ang isasalang Simple lang. Nandyan sila sa likod, kayo humaharap. Gusto nyo bang maraming masakripisyong military and kapulisan dahil sa mga maling desisyong ginagawa nila? Dahil sa kanilang personal na interes? Hindi po ba dapat hindi?
Aside from one of the persons that you mentioned, nakikita mo ba yung ibang kasama nila na nagko-cocaine doon sa circle of governance natin who are making decisions for the people?
Well, meron kasing mga ngayon na cabinet, yung parang kasama na nagda-drugs talaga. Kaya nga sabi ko, sige na lang po, sige na gawin niyo na po yung hair follicle test para masagot niyo yung mamamayang Pilipino.
So it's not only the president who should take the hair follicle, no?
Yeah, no.
We should demand from each and every cabinet members to take the
Ako,
careful
even
risk.
congressmen, senators, if you're not hiding anything, do it. 'Di ba? Parang magagalit kayo sa akin. Pero 'di ba, you're leading the country. You have a child, may anak kayo, may apo kayo, 'di ba? Yung mali, wag nating itama yung mali. Wag nating i-normalize yung hindi normal. Wag nating gawing katanggap-tanggap yung kasalanan.
Sa mga members ng cabinet, would you know how many, at least personal mong alam, kahit hindi sa cabinet but within the circle of the president na at least government employee?
Sinabi ko na ako, di ba?
Okay.
Sinabi ko na.
Pakiulit.
Sinabi ko naman siya. Yeah, sinabi ko naman.
Si Special Assistant to the President,
Yes.
si Lagdameo.
Si Anton.
And with that person pala, you also claim that you had been subject to harassment,
Opo.
probably acts of lasciviousness. Hindi ka ba na-file siya ng kaso? Kasi yun yung sabi na kung totoo, bakit hindi ka nag-file ng kaso?
Kasi mahal ko po yung tito niya eh.
Yeah.
Tapos parang sabi niya, lasing lang yan. Tapos parang you're trying to accept. Yun na nga sabi ko sa inyo, if you're on that circle, kahit saan naman, kayo, naiintindihan nyo saan ako nanggagaling. Alam ko yan. Kapag nandun ka sa circle ng isang grupo na you feel like they're your friends, na may mahal ka, you will always protect and shield and understand. You kill them with kindness na lang to understand. Pero I don't feel safe being around him. And may witness ho yun eh. May mga tao doon pag nangyayari ang mga bagay na yan. May mga tao doon.
So, but aside with the fact now na wala ka na sa circle na yun, do you contemplate in filing charges?
Opo. Sa totoo lang.
Kasi sabi nila na
Sa
kung totoo
totoo lang.
yan,
Kasi dati, nung binubuli nila ako, parang hindi tumitigil eh. Umalis na nga ako, pumunta na nga akong Amerika para hindi na ako makapagsabi ng kung ano-ano kasi naniniwala ako may pinagsamahan pa rin kami.
Yes.
Tapos behind that, grabe, sinira nila ako. Kasi dyan sila magaling, uunahan ka. Sisiraan ka nila. Tapos gagawin nila lahat para hindi ka paniwalaan ng tao. Dadaan nila sa pera, ililibre ka, bibigyan ka ng pera. This is me, ang marigalo sila and all. That's how they do it. Tapos paawa sila, sasabihin nila, mahal ko yun eh, ganyan, ginanito ko. Sabi ko, oh my God, ilang taon na kayo, tatandaan niyo na para maloko kayo, di ba? Parang, so, nung nangyari yun, I have evidence nga eh. Even yung sinabi ko nga, even yung finorge yung signature ko to sell the things that it was given to me. And alam niyo yun, yung parang binigay na sa'yo. Tapos, binabawi. So, fino-forge yung signature ko kasi I'm not here in the Philippines. So, parang nairita ako. Parang in a way, sabi ko, bakit ganun? Pwede naman hingin eh. Kasi nandyan naman eh. Sabihin na lang, ayoko lang, nakakatakot lang yung feeling. Again, imagine they can do that to me. If mag-forge sila, fa-falsificate sila ng document to, I'm not surprised if it's happening right now. Diba?
Alam mo ma'am, let's be clear kasi dito kasi yung first line of defense was to destroy your character. But in law, no? In matter of evidence, it does not matter kung ano yung previous conduct ng witness mo.
Yes.
Why? Yung pinaggagawa ba yun or yung whatever be the character of Miss Cathy, for example, naging dahilan ba yun para sumingkot ng cocaine ang president? No?
Yeah.
It is a totally different fact. So that the appreciation of that evidence is on the factual narrative behind that incident. Anong pakialam ng nakaraan ng isang tao? So that's why, sa loob ng korte, hindi tinatanong bawal actually tanungin. Unless it's very relevant, pero bawal siyang isama sa course examination mo ang previous conduct because it does not matter. It's not a part of the fact that's being questioned.
Yeah.
So yun yung, kasi syempre maraming maglalabas na ganito si Ms. Cathy. I'm very sure they will do that. I'm just saying na even in our constitution, even in our rules of evidence, it does not matter. What matters is ano yung ginawa niya. And yung nung ginawa na ba yun is not against the law. Kaya ganyan yan.
And second, hindi naman din po ako yung nagbigay ng drugs.
Yan diba? Hindi naman na.
Alam mo yun, hindi ako nag-abot ng droga. Yung mga kaibigan niya, sila yan. So, and isa pa, hindi ako natatakot. They did that to me for 10 years. They character assassinate me, they insulted me, hinubaran na nila ako't lahat, pinasama na nila ako't lahat. Alam mo yun, meron nga yan sa internet, meron pa doon na gumagawa ng mga account ko. Actually, nalaman namin kasi pina-NBA naman namin dati. Hindi ko lang talaga pinatulan kasi malapit sa kanila.
Yeah.
Pinakiusapan ako na wag mo nang gawin kasi parang ayaan mo na lang. So just imagine that. Tapos napahamak din yung mga anak ko. I'm doing this for my children eh.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for my kids. I don't care about them. Kasi it seems like the way they do it, wala silang pakialam sa mga anak nila. ultimo sarili ng anak, pinababayaan lang magdroga eh, di ba? So,
Really?
what else do you do? Di ba? Yeah.
Really?
So, gusto
I
pa
mean,
ako-
even the Marcoses, their kids?
You can,
really?
pa-hair follicle test yun rin po.
Really?
Opo. Opo.
So, can I get you back to that night where you said the First Lady offered you cocaine, no?
Opo.
Was it
Senator siya noon, no?
Yeah, he was senator
I
at
think
that
so,
time, no? So, what did it seem like? Like it was normal for her to do that? Like
Yeah.
it was...
It was normal for her. Kasi, una, territory niya yun eh. Tapos,
Yeah.
I'm with their closest friend.
Yeah.
And they don't just invite or accept people in their home, right? So,
Pag
well,
kumbaga lifestyle talaga ito.
exactly. Lifestyle. Lahat. Lifestyle yun. They trust them. And like, I will never feel sorry saying this. Because like, this is, again, it's not about me. It's about the countrymen. So
So in
parang-
other words, Kathy, if it wasn't a President Bongbong Marcos that's there, you don't find the need to talk about this, right?
Yes.
But except that it
Yes.
is the Bongbong Marcos is a president and the First Lady is acting like the president, no? Making policy, affecting policy, etc., di ba?
Yeah.
And being very abusive and arrogant with their power,
Yes.
di ba?
Yes.
So this is what we're seeing right now. So
That is
yeah, go ahead.
2012, right? 2012.
2012, if I'm not mistaken, kasi in between 2012 2013.
Okay.
Ganun
Because in 2012, there was this PDEA investigation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And would you say that the person who is a subject of that PDEA investigation, siguro I think alam mo rin to, belong in the circle?
Sino ba yun? Sorry hindi ako
Ano
nag-watch talaga.
I think, yung may-ari ng condo was Daza or something. Yung kay Maricel.
Yeah, Bong
Oh.
Daza ba?
Oh, he died na.
Yeah, he died.
Eh,
yes.
well, it's public. They know it.
Yeah, they know he
They know.
he died.
Yeah.
But it,
He's a
for works, it
user.
collaborates the fact that that is the same circle. And that they do it on this area sa mga bahay. So, may credibility yung PDEA na investigation na yun. Na hindi siya gawa-gawa na manufactured lang, na AI lang siya.
Opo.
Sinasabi nga ng PDEA.
Okay, a question ha. Do you find it shocking that when that PDEA leaks came out, no, there was a Senate hearing and everything. Do you find it shocking that people covered up for the president?
Oh, yeah. It's the money.
But is this a usual thing with that circle
Opo.
that people cover up for them? That's why they're kind
Yeah,
of
it's
arrogant.
cordon sanitaire nga eh.
Okay.
Parang they will protect each other.
They really feel that they're above the law.
Yeah, parang kaya namin to. We have all the money. Like, even me, pag kunwari, pag may kaibigan ako, bawal na ako makipagkaibigan before, hindi naglalas.
Oh.
Kasi inaaway or gagawa ng issue, nabe-brainwash ka eh. Kasi, parang, wag yan, gagamitin ka lang yan. Wag mo samahan yan. Then I realized, nung naghiwalay kami, oh my God, wala akong friends. Kasi parang ang friends ko, friends niya. Then I asked talaga, I'm calling everybody, please help me to talk to him. Parang wag naman niya akong anuhin, ganyan. Walang nakinig sa akin. Pero you know what? Sabi ko nga, then I realized now na, yun na nga, this is what's happening right now. It's scary. Kasi po, siya, parang, yun yung nangyayari. Parang sila grupo sila. Kaya yan yung naging grupo. Kasi they feel safe. The family, first family feels safe because yan yung grupo nila. So they will protect each other. They're doing the same thing. They have the same mind. It's like parang criminal minds nga to, narcissist criminal minds eh, diba?
Yeah, but ang nakikita ko, no, you're correct eh. You're correct talaga. Kasi what I'm seeing right now is sinauna, yung noon pa, yung politics na lumang-luma na, na
Yes.
napag-iwanan na ng Pilipino, na strong arm, na isa-silence ang press. But like they don't understand that it's the age of information and na, at this age, no, and that it's not only, etc., no, that sort of thing. So parang for me, apart from the arrogance, no, is the ignorance. Parang they're so, medyo mahina ang utak.
Well, they think kasi they're above the law. And again, sabi ko nga sa'yo nung I was in that situation, in that relationship, palagi akong sinasabihan, hindi mo sila kailangan. Pag namatay ako, okay ka na, set ka na. Wala kang kailangan, you just need yourself. You know?
Bakit ka nag-antay ng 2 years bago mo sabihin ito? Parang, if you are, let's say na you want to speak for the country, bakit ka nag-antay ng 2 years at hindi as early as possible so that the people would have been apprised na yung president pala natin ay gumagamit ng cocaine?
Well, again, hindi nga ako nanonood ho nung mga panahon na yun ng politics. Hindi ko nakikita. So I just came back from US last November. Tapos then, I was looking. Tapos nasashock ako. Siyempre, I have a good friend na may mga kaibigan akong taga Davao. Tapos nakikita ako. Tapos parang sa ano nangyayari? Ganyan, no? So parang, then I started watching. And I'm really like, I speak my mind eh. If you see my Facebook, I don't filter.
Yeah.
Like, even like, I don't delete. Even you can see my post about Tony Boy. I was protecting him. I was defending him. How I adore him. How much I love him. Lahat nandun. You know, wala akong tinatago dun. So,
what were the things that shocked you?
like, I never expect. Parang yun nga. Yung parang yung recollection ng ano to. Parang ano ba to? Para tong, ano yung, what do you call that? Yung naging dictatorship. Parang they're testing testing the waters. Parang okay, try muna natin sa Mindanao. Pitikin natin ang Duterte. Kasi takot ang tao sa Duterte. They thought they're powerful and matapang, right? So sinusubukan nila dun eh. When you try to think, this is me, I'm a very analytical woman. So when you try to think about it, they're testing the waters. If we can do it there and nobody will fight us, we can do it everywhere.
Yes.
You know, that's how I see it. Correct. So they test it there. So ganon. Just imagine, former president, VP now, then religious leader. Di ba saan ka pupunta? Di ba? Parang when you try to think about it, wow, this is really like they're trying to test the waters. If they can do it there, we can do it anywhere. You know?
Question. I asked this also to the Senator Amy, no? Why did he run if wala pala siyang planong magsilbi sa bayan, no? And then she said, because they grew up feeling entitled. No? They felt that he was taught, pinound sa utak niya, that there ought to be again another President Ferdinand Marcos. So okay naman yun kung ipinound din sana sa utak niya na magsilbi siya, di ba? So my question to you is, no, this group that includes the President and the First Lady, is it somewhere again in their horizon to serve the Filipino people? And on top of that, the follow-up question, maybe you can put it together. What was so shocking to me is the gross incompetence. Unbelievable. Like for instance, no, the recent bagyo, di ba? Sabi nung isang sa DSWD kay President Bongbong Marcos, sir, nagugutom na yung mga tao, pero naka-obstruct yung roads, no? Kasi nga because of the waters, sana mag-airdrop tayo. And he said, ano ba yung weight ng he wanted to calculate the weight of what the helicopter could carry. I mean, instead of saying let's deploy the AFP and
they know what they're
the gross
doing,
incompetence. So could you put that all together, the lack of compassion and the indifference and the incompetence, and yung parang walang public service, and of course the drug use. How does it figure in all of this?
Okay, number one, like, I'm not against all the alta there because I know for a fact na mas marami naman na mababait, right?
Yeah.
Kasi hindi naman sila mabibless. So, yung mga unhappy yun nga, kasi may kasamang droga. Pag may kasamang droga kasi, malabo. You know? And if you're asking me, like, to serve the people, like, whoever, like, with this group, percentage-wise, I think 70-30. 70% what they will get, 30% is what they will give.
I have a question, no?
Yeah.
I think kasi yung mga sasabihin nila ngayon na it's okay na gumagamit siya noon kasi deserve naman natin lahat ng second chance. So that after a while, nung presidente siya and he loves the country, so hindi na siya gumagamit. So my question is, based on your experience, especially with the people around you and with your partner, madali bang i-kick out yung habit na yan?
You know what? Again and again, I said it to Maharlika, you cannot teach old dogs new tricks. Kapag ang puno, matanda na at nakabaluktot, hindi mo na po ito matutuwid. It's been there a while. I believe in forgiveness. I believe in that. Pinatawad ko naman eh, 'di ba? Sabi ko ang paglabas ko dito hindi naman for my own sake eh. Actually, ni-risk ko yung buhay ko. Left and right, for sure. Tatry silang magdemanda sa akin. I'm ready naman. I'm really ready. I don't mind, 'di ba? Parang ready ako. Pero ako, I'm just speaking my truth. Yung katotohanan dito. Kung, parang yung experience mo, and yung nakikita mo, yung nangyayari sa mga kaibigan mo, yung alam kong pwedeng mangyari sa future ng mga anak ko, sa future ng mga anak nyo din. Hindi po ba kayo natatakot?
So, in the year na first na nakita mo si President and in the time that you're with your partner, so all throughout those years, mga 10 years, so alam mo, during that period na gumagamit si Bongbong, our President?
Well, to be honest, like, I don't, kasi hindi ko naman siya nakikita every time, di ba?
But on those occasions,
Yes, oo.
So, hindi lang siya one time, it's also a period of time.
Opo.
So, hindi ibig sabihin na one time deal lang na malay mo, on that day, and on that time, nag-try lang siya, no? So,
opo.
hindi nila pwedeng sabihin na, malay mo, this is the time I want to try, I'm curious.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
at least you can testify, or you can state na it is something habitual and it's over a period of time.
Opo.
Attorney, I want to answer that question. No? You asked kanina if he wanted to, how hard is it to kick that habit, this addiction? It's very hard. It's hard enough even if you want to. No? You really need professional help. Pero a drug addict has at least 5 enablers, no, in a family. But this one, no, he doesn't even, he's not, the number one rule in the 12 steps is, number 1 is you admit that you are powerless. But you admit and you stop all the lies. Do we see that? We don't see it. No?
Yeah.
And as Kathy just testified now, just told us now, no, they don't see anything wrong with it. It's a lifestyle. Do you want? Diba? Do you want? Diba? May ganyan-ganyan pa to si First Lady, diba? Nang pupush pa ng drugs, diba? So yun yung nakikita natin that they don't see anything wrong because I'll tell you something what I've learned about the rich, no? That's extremely rich. They're different. They think differently. No, that what we think that is normal for us is, oh, we gave him a second chance, he'll try to redeem his family name. No. What the thinking pala there is, I have the power now, I'll never let go.
I'll take
Diba?
advantage of it.
Yes, correct. Never again. And we thought we serve of people. No, we're here for ourselves. And they really think they're above the law.
Yeah.
And we can all die here and they don't care.
Yeah,
Kasi kung
wala.
kahit gano'n sila, no, kahit ganyan yung pagkatao nila, what ang magagawa kung ganyan sila ang pagkatao nila, di ba? It's their business if they're greedy and power hungry. But the point for me is that this is our country we're talking about.
Yeah.
No? Kung si President Bongbong is an ordinary person on the street, no, who happens to be rich and powerful, siguro this is not even an issue. Sabi natin that we have laws to make him accountable. Kung gusto natin siyang file ng kaso, yung CIDG. But that's not the point. The point here for me is that at this point in time, are we being led by the President who still has his sanity and ability to make decisions?
Yes.
Kasi isipin mo, pupunta ang sundalong paggera sa CPP-NP, NDF. We have more than 5 or 6 terrorist organization in Mindanao, for example, yung mga Dawla Islamiyya, yung mga ISIS na yan. And they will be asking for orders. Remember what happened in Mamasapano, di ba?
Yeah.
They are asking for orders from the President and the President made that particular decision. Yun yung itinataya natin dito, yung pamilya natin na police, yung pamilya natin na maging biktima ng terrorism, ng CPP-NP, NDF, all those decisions that being the president, you must be on top of your mind.
Can I mixing it also?
Yes, yes.
Because this, hold on to your thoughts, attorney. I just want to be clear about this. Hindi lang yun ang sinisira niya. Sinisira niya ang institutions. For instance, the PNP, no? Itong si Marbil, for instance, sinungaling. Dahil may utos yan kay Bongbong Marcos, no? So, right again what you see, no? They're destroying the institutions na pinaghirapan ng hindi lang ng isang tao, but mga kapulisan na totoong nagsilbi ng maayos sa bayan, yung mga mentors nila. So it's the institution na sinisira nila, no? And as a result of that, masisira ang Pilipinas, di ba? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, and the fact that they cannot even deny it, no?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
They're in Senate now and they're lying about it, barefaced, no?
The point kasi is that, okay, you are an ordinary Filipino citizen and kahit presidente ka man, you have what they call the presumption of innocence. But over and more than that, being the president of the country, you must give that particular sense of accountability to the armed forces and to the Philippine National Police na, kaya ko to, na hindi ako gumagamit. You can trust me that I am the one enforcing the laws. You must enforce it according to how it is crafted. Kasi yun yung trabaho natin eh. Being executive, we must enforce the law. Pag ikaw ay mismo ay gumagamit ng cocaine, ano ang message niyan sa mga pulis na nanghuhuli ng maliliit na drug pusher? Ano yung message niyan sa mga sundalo na napupunta sa Mindanao para makapag-gera, no? Or kahit yan sa Luzon or sa Samar, for example, na sunod-sunod yung mga bakbakan. So the question is that, ano na yung moral accountability ng ating president so that the soldiers and the police will follow him? If the soldiers and the police cannot follow him, paano pa yung ordinary people? So sabi na, bakit niyo ako hinuhuli? Yung president yung gumagamit, hindi niyo kaya hulihin. Sabihin niya sa police, anong sasabihin ng police?
Correct.
Also, I also think it's also damning. The other question that's also relevant in my mind right now, because it's clear that this president will not let go of power. They're very power hungry. So, what does it say when for instance, our men and women in uniform follow illegal and immoral orders? Who then is going to protect the Filipino people from their abuses and their excesses? May mga baril yan, no?
Yeah.
Oo nga. So the next question is that, who will protect the Filipino people? That is your mandate in the Constitution sa Armed Forces of the Philippines if you cannot even demand accountability from the President.
Yeah. Yes.
And you're protecting the President. Who will protect the Filipino people? Who will protect the laws of the land? So yung tanong natin sa kanila. But at least we are saying this because on the perception na ang sinasabi ni Ms. Kate ay totoo, no? Kasi yung sasabi naman nila, no, gawa-gawa lang yan because that probably is the story of a sheltered lover or a scorned woman and
True.
but basically that's why we asked at the very outset of the program na baka naman ginagawa mo to kasi ikaw ay nabully nga, di ba? So,
But are you and Tony Boy okay?
No, we're not.
Oh, I see.
We're not. I tried to, like, I messaged him, like, once in a while, talagang, kasi may common friends kami na nakakasama niya, tapos parang, sinasabihan pa rin ako, uy, may sakit si Manong, uy, na-hospital si Manong.
Oh.
So, you still have, meron ka pa ring love eh.
Yes.
10 years yun, you cannot question me with that 10 years, diba?
Yeah.
Parang, kaya nga sabi ko, you don't know, whoever is judging me out there, you don't know what happened inside that relationship. I'm the only one who knows. If there's one person who knows anything about them, about him, it's me.
My question, okay. See, you've spoken so kindly about your ex-partner, no? So, you saw the goodness in him,
Of course.
right? So, but cocaine took that away. That goodness. What is it?
Yeah, every time he does that, nangyayari yun. Kaya nga, it's sad. Kasi you know that, I believe naman, lahat naman tayo may kabaitan. Pero kapag araw-araw mong ginagamit kasi, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang imagine that, kung araw-araw mong ginagamit, tapos naging way of life naman ng iba sa kanila, na araw-araw, tapos parang yun yung nagpapalakas ng loob nila, makikita mo talaga yung decision making, ha?
Yeah.
Ang tapang.
Yeah.
Pag magsalita, kahit sabi mong mayaman or class, walang class na.
Yeah.
Kapag naglakad, umasta, kung mag-utos, yun nga yung sabi ko nga, di ba, parang ang nakakalungkot kasi parang, di ba, parang yun nga sabi mo, parang they feel entitled. So the way they treat the leadership, the way they lead the country is like, if AFP, I'm the boss.
Yeah.
PNP, I'm the boss.
Yeah.
Parang, nakaka-demoralize sa ating, sa mga
How did
armed
they
forces
treat
of the Philippines
how did they
and
treat
police.
the people around them?
Ganun
The helpers, like that? Like that?
Well,
Really?
I experienced like I've seen some na talagang bad. Like, meron talaga yung binabato,
Yeah.
tinututukan ng barel, sinasampal ng barel, pinapatakbo sa dagat
Yeah.
para baril-barilin. Kasi, those are the things. Tapos, mura.
Yeah.
Alam mo ba, hindi ako marunong magmura before.
Yeah.
Natuto ako magmura. Kasi, tas tinawanan pa ako, bigla akong napamura.
Because there was a PSG, a member of the PSG who committed suicide after siya sigaw-sigawan at bastusin ni Lisa Marcos. We read that somewhere and I was told that it really happened, no? My question there is, does that surprise you?
No. Nag-suicide ba talaga? Nag-suicide po ba talaga? Kasi PSG yun eh.
Yeah.
Protector yun eh. Hindi po ba?
Ganito siya, ma'am, no? What is clear to me is simple, no? You have seen on numerous occasions that the president is using drugs, cocaine in particular, or naka-high siya, and in one occasion you were with the vice, with the first lady na inalok ka pa ng cocaine. And that happened over a number of years. And that you are saying the manifestation of the president is still using right now. So ano yung pwede natin sabihin ngayon sa ating mga institutions like Congress, who should be filing cases of impeachment because that's betrayal of public trust, that's violation of their constitutional duties. What's your message to the Armed Forces of the Philippines for the protector of the people, to the Philippine National Police who should serve and protect the people, and to the Senate? No? Because you are here. If you are willing to stand and be interviewed by us in this instance, it seems that you're also willing to stand before Congress, no?
Opo.
To be questioned.
Yes.
Yes. And I think
Yes.
that's what you have is sufficient enough to trigger an impeachment proceeding if there will be against the president, because nobody in the right mind in any country that should be led by a person who is using drugs. No?
Exactly. You know, ako, sabi ko nga sa'yo, naniniwala naman ako na hindi naman lahat ng nakaupo sa serbisyo is, masama.
Yeah.
Or kaya ng
Yes.
diktahan.
Yes.
Sa akin, yung tanong ko yun din po yung tanong ko, anong ginagawa niyo po? Diba? Bakit po wala kayong ginagawa actually? The second, sa
Why do you think? Why do you think wala silang ginagawa?
Budget?
Money.
Yeah, because I was there, Tony Boy was a president, I became a chief of staff there. Diba? Ay kinuwento ko naman yan. Then it's a money.
In
pero-
Congress.
In Congress,
So you're
yeah.
familiar with what goes on in Congress.
The way they do things, right? So, parang, parang sa mga natin, congressman, parang ano po ba mas importante, pera o bayan?
Alam ko nasagot nila. Well, syempre pera, ano ka ba?
Or future na
automatic.
anak nyo. Alam niyo, hindi kayo sisingilin yan ngayon eh. Pero baka bukas makalawa, may cancer kayo. Lahat ng perang meron kayo, ubus na.
Yeah.
May mangyari sa inyong hindi nyo alam. Ganon din sa mayayaman dyan na sumusuporta sa mali. Kasi again and again, God can give, but God can take.
Yeah.
When God will, bumawi yan, lahat yan mawawala.
You know what, Cathy, no? I like what you're saying kasi I grew up with a father that taught me that exactly. Exactly what you're saying now, because he was a congressman, he was basta he retired a justice, no, etc. And when we were growing up, he would say to us, sasabihin ng tatay ko, he was in Congress and I was doing my homework and he was talking to people there, no, and he was saying, hindi ko kaya yan, hindi ako makakatulog dyan. Kasi pinapasign siya ng white elephant. Pag sign siya, kanya yung pera, di ba? Pero walang project para sa mahihirap, di ba? So, hindi ko kaya yan, pare. Sasabihin niya ganyan. And then explain niya sa akin, no, sasabihin niya, malit pa ako nun eh. You know, if God gets mad at me, if I do something like that, one of you will get sick and that's it. No more. So, he really inculcated that in me, diba? So therefore, when I was in government, wala, talaga it doesn't enter your mind. But now what we're seeing, this one, my question to you, is this shocking and insatiable greed for money. No, parang why is that?
Greed for money and power.
Yeah. But
Because,
let's go with money first. Parang these are people who are moneyed and yet parang it doesn't seem like nothing is ever enough for them, no?
Mahal kasi yung drugs.
I
To
see.
sustain the lifestyle. And again, like what I said, pag yung puso mo walang Diyos, wala eh. 'Di ba? Parang wala talaga. You worship money. You worship it. Yun ang sinasamba mo. Parang yung tingin mo lahat, you can buy everything and anything. If you're powerful, you can get everything. I heard, like, even common friends of ours, like yung friend nila, mga negosyo, kinukuha din. How I wish they will speak sooner or later, di ba? Parang kinukuha yung mga negosyo nila. Then even that pogo, hindi yan mawawala kasi part din yan ng ano
Sila
nila
rin yan eh, no?
Oo naman, di ba? Parang,
And
I know.
yung sa Kingdom, sa KOJC, mukhang ang target nila ay yung properties ni Pastor.
Yes. Alam mo, Pastor, i-donate nyo. Diba? Sa tamang tao. Pero wag niyong bibitiwan kasi hindi worth it. Ilaban niyo po to.
So
Ilaban niyo
Cathy,
talaga.
what did you see, no? Kasi you were in that circle. Yung ano yung character ng president natin at saka nung first lady at saka yung pagka nagko-cocaine sila. How did it manifest itself?
Okay, like not only the character of the president but the people who surrounds them.
Yes,
Like
yes.
something happened nga to me, di po ba? So parang I was blinded with fame, power, money, and like, all of those things na sige lang, game, okay lang naman. Yung alam niyo po yun? Well, yung character is like that nga po. Untouchable, nothing can go against us or else something will happen, arrogante, mata pobre, yung parang nice in front of you, will be, yun nga, hindi nyo ba napansin? Parang ang style nila, gagamit sila ng mga tao to fight for them, pero sila itself, di sila haharap. And it's sad. It happened to me rin eh, di ba yung pag whoever, like, who's that guy from PIDEA who speak?
Morales.
See? Hindi ko siya kilala ha. So,
Yes.
talagang wala kaming connection.
Yeah.
So, another one, attorney, yung may libro, Attorney Vasquez. Garcia, ano yung, may book siya. The Kingmaker.
Yeah. Vic Rodriguez. Vic
Sorry, hindi
Rodriguez.
talaga. So,
Attorney Vic Rodriguez.
hindi ko sila nakakausap and
Yeah.
all. So, imagine all those people are really close to them,
Yeah.
protected them, defend them.
Yeah.
Look what happened now.
Yeah.
President Duterte, President VP Sara, believe in them. You know, you guys supported them,
Little
right?
bit. Just
In a way, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
where are we right now?
Yeah.
Di ba, what's happening? And this is like, ilan lang tayo? Imagine if they can do this to a certain individual, they can do this to the masses. And
Alam
they're
mo,
doing it to KOG, you know.
Ang advantage if they will file a case against you is that you can also compel the court or the judge na ipalabas yung ibang witness mo to corroborate your story.
Exactly.
The court can force other people to corroborate your story. They
Yes.
Can they be forced to have a drug test if they sue Cathy?
Hindi kasi
Hindi pa.
Hindi
Walang
pa, hindi
ganon.
pa. But I think
Okay.
it's more than fair to demand for it kasi hindi lang
Yeah.
ang dami ng for example si Nikki Cositeng, right?
Yeah.
Si Senator.
Yeah.
And then we have the former president, we have now Miss Cathy, we have the PIDEA. So I think that there is a lot of circumstantial evidence, more than just one or two or three, proving that there is demand from the people, a legitimate demand from the people for the president to take that kind of test to
Yeah.
prove to the people that you are competent to lead the country. Because they're not asking whether you're a drug addict. Who cares about that?
Yeah.
But they're asking, are you competent enough to lead our country? Parang ganun lang siguro.
And I think he really owe it to the people.
Yes.
All the leaders owe it to the people. We put them there.
But my
Like-
question, is it beyond them, no? That group, including the president, to think about, I don't care about, because you're saying, they owe it to us, diba? But now that he's in power, he can think, I don't care. I'm president now. I don't need to. Is it beyond them to think that way?
Yeah.
They're shameless
Yes.
about it.
Yeah, they are. Parang,
What about members of Congress na may member din ba sa circle na yun? Or at least malapit sa circle na yun? Na gumagamit din ng cocaine? Yan.
Yeah.
Talaga?
Oo
And
naman.
It's so hard to fathom.
May
ang
party
nangyayari sa
there.
bansa.
Wow, it's really a party drug. No?
It's really a party drug. And again, nakakalungkot kasi may mga anak din kayo, may mga apo kayo, you know, and you're normalizing the abnormal. So how can you lead this country if you think that way? You're not, you know, it's all about the money, fame, power ba? So sige, let's see when God will parang singiling kayo. Bukas makalawa, hindi natin alam ano mangyayari sa inyo.
Pero siguro yung mas na kahit paano naman I can isipin na wala naman sa Senate kang kilala at nakita. Member of the Senate.
Senate?
Hopefully wala ka naman nakita.
Now?
I mean at least mga members ng Senate.
Ay, wala po. In fairness, ha?
Ay, salamat.
Hello po sa mga senator. Wala po ako
Salamat.
nakitang nagda-drugs sa senators. Ayan,
Ang
grabe.
baba naman talaga ng standard na natin, ano? Uy, hindi ka
Wala
drug
akong
addict.
nagda-drugs sa
Salamat.
senator. Alam mo, ano yun? You know, it's so different when, senators are so different from, not naman every congressman, pero yung thinking talaga may integrity eh. Most of them, like, okay, fine,
Yeah.
nadadaan sa joke and everything, pero when you talk to them, they have the
Yeah,
integrity.
they have the country in their sides.
Yeah,
no?
like,
Kahit papaano.
yung iilan siguro, merong sariling may sariling interest, pero, they can unite.
Yeah.
They can, and like, I think they can see through your, and I think lang ha, this is me. Whenever, kasi I watch Senate more than Congress.
Yeah.
To be honest, kasi
Yeah.
I find them more intellectual when they talk.
Yeah.
Alam mo yung gano'n? Kasi
Yeah.
I like people who speak intellectually and
Yeah.
minsan makikita mo sa puso nila na talagang
Yeah.
may concern. Alam mo yun? Yun.
At least now we have an institution to demand. Kasi at least naman kung compromise ang Congress natin, at least we have the Senate to say na wala ba kayong gagawin dyan?
Opo.
Pwede kayo magpatawag ng Senate investigation in aid of legislation. How can we protect our people from the use of illegal drugs? We
Yeah.
have here a witness willing and able to testify sa mga nangyayari. At least we can demand that from Senate.
Oh yeah. I heard I heard, baka patawag ako.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
How do you feel
welcome.
about that?
I'm good.
Yeah.
That's
You
great.
know, if you're telling the truth, nothing to be scared. Walang script. Diba? They will do anything. They will degrade me. They will question my integrity, my character, and everything. Okay lang po.
Alam mo yung sinasabi mo, no, about the senators. I get what you're saying kasi the ones who illegally detained us were the people in Congress, no? And though I got a clear look kung sino itong mga congressmen na ito.
Yeah.
At saka talagang walang prinsipyo itong mga ito, no? Mga small time, very parochial ang mga concerns nila. And sunod-sunuran, no? Sunod-sunuran. You'd think that because my father was a congressman, no? From another time, my God, when I can't anymore. It's not familiar anymore what I'm seeing right now because my father was very principled. Even the batasan before, it was like that, no? So parang ngayon, ang nakikita ko ngayon, because of the speaker, no? Because of the leader, who's really very trapong-trapo. Romualdez na Romualdez talaga. Marcos, so para ka talaga nagde-deja vu yung panahon ng mga abusadong Marcos at Romualdez na yan, no? Like they feel that they own the country. Am I imagining it that that's the feeling of these people who are in power right now? Did you see that they would, once they rose up in power, they would treat the Philippines as if it was something that they owned, and money of the people will be treated as if it were their own?
Alam mo, ako, I'll tell you another story.
Yes.
Parang, I never expect Speaker Martin Romualdez will be like that.
Yeah.
Kasi nakasama ko siya several times. I find him very nice. So, nung nangyayari to, I was in shock. I never expected him. Parang nakita ko siya na I thought dignified.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun na matino.
I experienced him differently also.
Oo, di ba? Yung parang, I
Gulat
thought,
ako.
mabait siya. Hi, Martin.
Pero wala ba siya sa circle na yan? Can you say confidently na hindi nagko-cocaine si Speaker?
Ako, hindi ko siya nakita. In fairness, hindi ko siya nakitang nagko-cocaine siya. So, alam mo
Buti
yun,
na lang.
hindi ko siya nakikitang nagko-cocaine siya. Yun naman. And yun nga, I find, nakilala ko siya, mabait siya. So, I don't know, maybe power talaga, hunger for power.
I think the people in that mabait if they need something from you.
Yeah.
But if you're of no use to them, they'll just throw you away, no?
That's what happened to everybody.
Yeah.
That's what happened to everybody. When I was in the States, somebody called me kasama sa grupo namin. Then when our President Marcos was seated as a president, so like I heard that family of Duterte was calling one of them, the group, you know. Then I heard sinabihan daw na wag niyo sagutin yan. Wag niyo na sagutin. So from the get-go, plano na talaga nilang wag maging part talaga ang Duterte with this Kasi na-shock ako. Tapos sabi na, Cathy, have you heard about it? Sabi ko, alam mo dear, I'm in the States. Wala ako dyan. And I don't wanna be part of it. Ganun pa ako noon. Kasi I never, hindi ko nakikita yung weight eh. Tapos when you're here talaga, when you're here talaga, then when you're seeing it, then you experience, I prayed for this eh. Super prayer ko talaga. And for some reason, it just happened. Parang I really need to do it. Parang I need
Cathy,
to share.
I have another question, ha? There's a footage that went viral, of the president during a the Kagitingan parade where there was this white powdery substance in his nose, no? And I'd like you to take a look at it. Have you seen this, no? Na biglang may lumapit sa kanya. There's that white substance on his nose, no? And what's shocking is if that were cocaine, no? He did it during the araw ng Kagitingan. Walang boundaries. Walang boundaries na, no? There you see it. And then somebody gives him panyo para tupo na. So, in other words, people are covering up for him. This is what I've seen with this man. There you see? So, people have been covering for this weak person ever since, from the very start, on the strength of just his family name. He's really done nothing of worth, no accomplishments of his own, except that family name of his father, which is why he became congressman, senator, governor, but really nothing, nothing until president. So now yung mas palala ng palala yung ano niya, yung nagagawa niya, no? Kasi parang for me, no, there are many portals of evil to the world, and one of that is addiction. So if you have an addict in your family will feel that evil. There's been nothing but grief and suffering. So what more if it's a president, no?
Yeah,
He's
naiiyak
open.
tuloy ako ngayon.
Yeah, so ang alam natin kasi about cocaine users, hindi lang isang ganon yon, hindi lang isang singhot, no? Tuloy-tuloy yan. Bakit ka naiyak, Kathy?
Siyempre naalala ko yung yung nangyari sa kapatid ko.
Yeah, yes.
And like, until now,
Yeah.
sa family niya,
Yeah.
nakakalungkot lang.
Yeah.
And I can see rin kasi na, in a way, parang yung presidente natin, parang victim din ng trauma.
Yeah, yes.
So, nakakalungkot lang. Alam mo yung niya, na gagamit siya ng tao.
yeah.
Sana nga, sabi ko nga, Lord, sana nga, hindi ko gagawin, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero parang, syempre inisip ko rin yung mga anak niya.
Yeah.
May anak din ako.
Yeah.
Pero parang, sana isave niya yung sarili niya, tsaka yung pangalan nila. Parang kung pwede, okay, I'm done. Hindi ko na to kaya.
But there's
I'm
nobody,
letting go.
Kathy, there's nobody in his circle who loves him enough to say, I love you. You should step out to rescue him from himself, to save him from himself.
I think Senator Amy sana, kasi mabait, si Senator Amy,
Yeah,
I see her as a good person. Sana siya. Kasi siya rin yung sorry po. Kasi nahihirap.
Would you think that Senator Amy na alam niyang gumagamit si President?
Opo. Alam niya. And some of the relatives also.
So this fact is it's not actually a secret, no?
No.
It's not a secret. Maraming may alam.
Opo.
Marami
Marami.
can testify to it. And
Opo,
you know of people who can actually testify to
Marami
it.
po.
And I heard there are some din. Kasi like, talagang merong magte-testify kasi
Yeah.
parang we're not, if you're a friend, you will save a friend
Yeah.
na lalong lumubog, di ba? If you're a friend, you don't teach your friend bad things.
And
You don't tolerate.
And you had a brother, no?
Yeah.
Mine as well, who was into drugs, no?
Yeah.
And we know that yung makakasira pa sa isang pamilya at saka doon sa user ay yung mga nagtatakip sa kanya.
Yeah.
Diba? The ones who enable him are the ones who destroy him.
Yeah.
Diba? So now what I see right now, no, when you keep covering up for a president like this, no, is that he's using the entire government as his enablers, like when that cocaine video came out, no?
Yeah.
It has already been declared authentic, no?
Yeah.
By Deepware.
Yeah.
And yet, right away, the pambansang enablers, no? Sila Gibo Chodoro, si Abalos, even si E.S. Bersamin,
Yeah.
right away scampered to cover up for him, no?
Yeah, yung move na yun, makikita niyo agad na there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Parang you're so defensive with everything. Kasi ang kailangan lang naman gawin dapat doon ng actually presidente itself if like sabihin niya hindi po totoo yan, go in front of the camera kasi dapat ikaw ang sumasagot. Ngayon nga lang ako nakakita ng presidente natin na hindi humaharap masyado. Yung parang hindi siya sumasagot, iba sumasagot para sa kanya. Kaya nakakalungkot kasi kaya nga ako yun, naiyak ako na, oh my God, look at that. Parang, you know for a fact that he's not the one leading it.
Yeah.
It's the
Kathy,
people who surround him.
I'm sorry that we've run out of questions.
It's okay.
Of time,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
one last question, okay, just to be very clear. You could not be part of this. I mean, you can have a very comfortable life. You can go
Yeah.
to the US, just stay there, be quiet, enjoy your children, diba, etc. Your apos, whatever, no, if it gets there na. But then why are you doing this? No? Why are you doing this?
It's for my country, for my kids, my future apos, and the
Yeah.
apos of my kids, and like for my friends. And also like, gusto ko itayo kasi yung yung pangalan ng Armed Forces of the Philippines and Kapulisan. Kasi I believe in you. Please
Yeah.
po, nagmamakaawa po ako. Ako, ordinaryong citizen ako na nandito nagsasalita. Hinihinarap ko ito lahat ng ako lang. Nirisk ko po yung buhay ko.
And I'm nobody. Like, you know, I'm just a simple daughter of God. And I wish na itayo nyo rin po yung mga pangalan nyo. Pagtanggol nyo po yung Pilipinas at mamamayang Pilipino, huwag kayong papadikta sa maling gawain po. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Kathy. Maybe your last message to the Filipino people.
Mahalin po natin sarili nating bansa at saka wag po tayo magpapatakot or magpapadictate sa mga maling liderato. And always remember, ang social media at saka kung ano yung nakikita nyo sa social media at saka sa Google or whatever, lahat yan hindi totoo. Madalas, tinatakot lang po tayo. Huwag kayo masyadong magpapaniwala. Maniwala tayo. Number one, isa lang po dapat katakutan natin ang Panginoon. At saka kapag kakampi natin siya, wala akong imposible.
Attorney.
Yes, this reminds me, this situation reminds me of the policemen who were convicted of killing Kian De Los Santos, one of the victims of the drug war that was nung sinasabi niya na, kasi 17 years old siya, sabi niya sa mga police na sa kanya is tama na po kasi may exam ako bukas. And from this kind of sacrifices na nakita natin, and then we are into this situation where we see that our country is being led by cocaine users. It's very unacceptable for me as a simple Filipino citizen. Siguro kahit sabihin natin na I don't know, wala siyang redeeming quality. I'm looking for a word to say na at least there's a redeeming quality in this situation.
I feel so privileged to have met you. And because you know why? Because you show us what a Filipino is, no? It's the best, yeah. Yes.
We always say to our armed forces na thank you for your service.
Yes.
But I think to anan ng point ng AFP, I can also say to you confidently na thank you for your service,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for loving our country the way you do, no? And it's in a manner that's very familiar to us because this is what we've been fighting for a very long time. And honestly, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired, but not really when something like this happens kasi dumadami tayo. No? Katulad ng sabi ni Kathy, mas marami tayo dito at nanganganib ang ating bansa. Nanganganib ang ating bansa. Papayag kayo ng president ninyo ay cocaine user. No? Ang gusto natin, no? Kasi bilang nanay, ang pinakagusto ko para sa mga anak ko, the best. The best talaga. So, for their lives to be affected by someone who is in the grips of a substance abuse disorder that I think is not only a physical problem but a spiritual problem, then he is going to be the portal to so much grief and sufferings to our country, and we are seeing it already. So dito tayo magtutulungan. So maraming salamat, Kathy, na you stepped up to the plate, no? And like you said, that yung sinasabi mo, walang takot. Alam namin yun, wala talaga natatakot dito. Siguro we were called to do this, no?
Yeah.
And thank you so much, mga kababayan, dahil alam namin kasama namin kayo. So, that's it. Thank you.